And welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. It's currently the Monday the 5th of May 2025, long weekend for May Day, Labor Day, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Okay, Labor Day is an annual day of celebration of the the Labour movement and its achievements. It has its origins in the Labour Union movement, specifically the 8-hour day movement, which advocated for 8 hours for work, 8 hours for rest. And yeah, so basically they were advocating for 8 hours on, 8 hours off. So you got time to rest. So that's what this is all about. Yeah, so it's currently 6:11 a.m. Let's have a look at the current temperature while we're at it. A quick look. See if it's loaded. 24.8 degrees Celsius. 85% humidity. And we've had 52 mils of rain since yesterday. It was 9 a.m. yesterday. So it's been pretty wet overnight. So we're just going to get as much video as we can while we can. See how it goes. If the sunny's up, just meant to around 7. Only slight chances of rain from about 7 a.m. onwards. So we'll see what we can get. So we're walking over Gundy Hill at the moment. We've got the camera set to low light mode. We'll see how that all pans out. We'll stop in at the metro as we do. Get a can of soft drink. Looks like Jasmine's home massage is open already. They're open pretty early. Going over Station Street. So we're going to try and do a long video, but I don't know how the computer for editing and that will handle it. So it might have to be part 1, part 2, part 3, something to that effect. Just the way the editing software does it. And that it might fill up and say there's no room, which is nothing new. I'm used to it, don't like it. Be nice sometimes to have a 2-3 hour video recorded and that. It'd be great, but what can you do? So, mosey on over to the metro in a minute. Get my soft drink to take with me, because I know if I do as long as I would like to do, it's going to take a lot more out of me. So I'm going to need the drink. Yeah, it's so nice walking on this part when they've finally cleaned it. I mentioned that in one of my other videos. If you've been following along, there was mess that had been on that ground, guaranteed on that ground since December 2023 from Cyclone Jasper, from the flooding from Cyclone Jasper that we got. So yeah, it was outside Goodyear for all that time until like last week before, something like that, when they finally cleaned it up. So it was great to see. Looks like there's a worker outside here. The camera's struggling a little bit. Always struggles with the red lights on here. Like it flickers and that. I can't see it flickering in person. It doesn't flicker in person, but it does in the videos. It's just the camera not handling the LED lights on it. Anyway, we'll chop off into here. See if they got the soft drink I want at the price. Someone's got loud music on. I don't know if that's here or not. It's probably here. But anyway. Good morning. Yeah.
$5. There we go. Just all good.
Cool. Thank you.
You have a good day.
You too.
See ya.
Yeah. This is in my bag here. I find the staff here always nice. Let's get this camera sorted out. Get my drink out. The microphone doesn't fall off. Might have heard me realise the thing. My usual odd looks of people. You get used to it, doesn't mean you like it. As simple as that, yeah. It does get annoying sometimes when people just look at you like you're nothing. But anyway, that's just life. It's Bundy Hill direction, the Metro service station, mobile up here. Yeah, I don't know what those people were looking for. I didn't hear what they said to the lady. They were looking for a toilet or what the deal was. The ones that were giving me the looks, the more he was. But anyway, it's up to them. They want to look at people weird. So, RV for sale. I can't read the price from here. I'm not walking across on the grass where it's all wet and yuck. You can see it there. Cross over to where the footpaths and that are. It's a lot nicer. And there's your network car, truck rental and car wash, dog wash, all that. It's towards Bundy Hill again. Car wash and that. I've never actually properly walked through the car wash to show everyone, but like up near the snacks area and all that. See all that? So I don't know that you really meant to, so I usually don't with stuff like that. Nearly up to Carbuda Street. K-A-R-B-O-O-T-A, Carbuda. Hopefully the clouds go away. I'll change the setting once it gets bright enough. So we won't be on low light mode from after that. Should be good. Good to be off low light mode. Just that little bit of extra picture quality in that. The flowers along here, they're starting to die off a little bit. This is 180 Edith Street. The Blockbuster Video used to be in the corner over there, where Tropic Cartridges and Printing is now. where Alice's Diner used to be, right here. If you remember Alice's Diner, let us know in the comments. They have really nice burgers and hot chips. Very nice. Nice people too, especially when it was Alice's. Where Grasso Motors used to be. Fishing and tackle place now. Even though tackle is part of fishing when it comes to this. Yeah, coastal marine and outdoors. Of course it's easier to see when we get across the road, across Pelican Street. Oh, there's Pelican Street there. Probably in the next half an hour I'll be able to change settings and you'll see the colours change and everything. The brightness and everything. Looking at normal speed just to keep it so you can see as much detail as possible. Always good to do. Hopefully the rain stays away the whole time. So I want to do at least 10, 11, 12 kilometres, which is my normal sort of distance. Most videos. Maurice Grasso Motors. Where Anderson's Carpet used to be. Roscoe's Pizza and Italian restaurant was here at one stage. There was a guy selling old second-hand stuff at one stage. A lot of overpriced things. Won't mention every single business that was along here, but as I've mentioned a lot of them in other videos. Page Park across there to my left, where the Commonwealth Hotel is now, next to that. So we've done 1 kilometre so far. There's Repco. You've got Ibis Street's the next the street here. Super Cheap Auto, the red building. There's your Ibis Street, which goes down to Tramway Street, Kookaburra Close, all those sort of streets you can get to from here. So here's your Super Cheap Auto. It's the red one. So this is not a what's open on a public holiday video because it's too early in the day. I know what's going to be open later. Like if the supermarkets are going to be open or what. I know it's a bank holiday. And that's so. Back where we just came from. So yes, bear with me as we do this long walk, see where we end up, see what happens. We'll spin the camera back around. There's a Wyong Chinese restaurant. Furniture World. Rain's trying to come back again. Pets Domain here. Pet shop, in other words. Finding computer repairs. Used to be Smarter Computer Solutions. Changed the name off and on over the years. Used to be across the road. If you lived here probably about 5 years ago, you might have known it across here next to Any Ink. Warrina and Kids next to that. Studio Cafe, you got Tour Hub there. Got Island Coast Ford. And you got KFC here. This is Charles Street. Yeah, Charles. Might actually go down and show this GF Rural Supplies where they've painted it this bluer colour. Like the sort of the accents in that are blue. There's your NQ power equipment. Used to be RSEQ. Used to be owned by the Guilds. The Dove Street here. Rubbish truck collecting rubbish out of the bins. The open fire hunt and grill. Just here where the second-hand dealer used to be. And shout out to the McClellans. Big shout out to them. She's always friendly. They used to have Mac mowers right there. Big shout out. So there's your open fire hunt and grill. They class that as Dove Street, it says on there, but it's not, it's Charles Street. Definitely Charles Street. M plus R electrical wholesalers. Oh, and it's got M and R on the sign down below, so who knows. And what have we got here? Swan Street. I often forget the name of this one. I don't go down it, as I wouldn't. Yeah, Swan Street. Got cane pumping and irrigation here. Geo Rural Supplies here, where they painted it blue on parts of it. I'll get a couple of photos while I'm here, as we do, of the change. You got your cane pumping and irrigation here. The Onga pump stuff written on there, signs and that. Yeah, it always reminds me of the ads they used to put on the radio in the 90s, the local radio station. You can't beat Onga, you can't beat Onga pumps. There you go, GF Rural Supply. I could do with fixing up the rural on the sign, the red part, Rural Supplies, starting to come off. Looks like it's snow capped. Anyway, come up here and there, you got the laundromat. It's very busy with the backpackers and that. And there's that house next door. Used to be an old house there, they knocked it down, building a brand new house. That's quite nice, a brand new house. Very nowadays, very modern. There's your back way to Kookaburra Close, Tramway Street, all that sort of stuff, Station Street. The walking track. Be careful walking there, especially at night. Not the safest. I personally wouldn't at night, even with a torch or anything like that. It is your laundromat here. Open 4:30 AM till 10 PM, 7 days. And the house here. So this is Charles, turns into Lily Street, L-I-L-Y. I used to think it was double L for years, but no, it's not. Because the sign used to be covered up by the tree there. The sign here. There. Never, couldn't see it for years. And a couple of other signs are gone. So yeah, L-I-L-Y. But there's that house anyway, to give you a look. What's there now? Yeah, it's like a decent sized house. So we'll continue along here, see where we can go. See Innisfail Tojo's fairs. You got the vets on the corner here. The only thing I don't like about houses being turned into businesses like that, it's less accommodation for people to live in. Oh, maybe the owners of the vet or whoever of these different places lives in them as well. I don't know. Like the dentist next to BCF used to be flats. Yeah, Castle Coast Veterinary Services. Over here in this turquoisey sort of coloured building. Might go up near. Well, people are saying this is going to be KFC, but I very much doubt it. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. It's not that I doubt it, I just don't know. That way you can go to Kmart. This is Glady Street. Oh, they're doing work down here. I forgot to go and have a look. Or we might actually do that and come around the block. Have a look here where they're doing this. So I noticed it the other day and didn't actually go and have a look because I was tired, worn out as you get doing these walks and such. But we'll see. And then we'll come back around past what could be KFC. Be interesting to find out. So I wonder if this is going to get knocked down as part of all this. I'll get a photo just in case. I would get a photo anyway. Next to the old Sunlink, where Mamu is now. Of course, Mamu's been there for a long time. It might end up part of that KFC, if it is. I don't know. There's the old Sunlink here. Mamu Health Services Limited. Yeah, this was pretty much empty for a long time. Maybe something to do with Mamu's taking it over, as they do. Yeah, they've dug into it a bit. So this will be something we'll be coming past regularly to get video of. It's basically behind where Bedrock is now. Yeah. Across from there. Next to Mums and Bubs. And let's see what this one. Department of Justice and Attorney Youth Justice Service Centre. Pretty sure that's the one that's moving in where OPSM used to be, next to the next to where the old Commonwealth Bank used to be. So there you go. Continue along here. Might cut through the Bunnings car park when we get further up. There's your Black Marlin Motel and Burston Auto Parts. At the main highway again, there's someone using the EV chargers, which is always good to see. I'm getting some use. The white Tesla. It's the old Video 2000, oh, Plains Video, Video 2000, Civic Video. Well, it was built for Plains Video, but I don't know which order the other two came in. I think Video 2000 was the last to have it before the Job Network had it. It's now part of Bunnings. Anyway, we'll mosey on through the car park here. Usually nice flowers. There's a few, but not what there was. They've been cut back and that. So this is where Mr. Yummy's, Eagle Boys, Cabin Boys Motors, all those sort of places were over the years. The buildings were here. There's Innisfail Comics. And then your Bunnings through there where Sam's Warehouse and the warehouse used to be. If you're wondering where Bunnings is and you know where those were, well, there you go. So dark clouds are coming back, there's cold. You can see the Shire Hall there, the taller building, even see the Catholic Church. So we'll try and stay where there's a bit of cover close by for a while now and see if those clouds go away. See the sunrise trying to come over there, but you can see clouds and rain over east direction. It's your AIDA care, healthcare equipment.
26 minutes 32 seconds. 2,690.
Crossgoes. So 2 kilometres. So that's not my normal walking speed when I'm not doing video. When I'm not doing video, it would have taken half the time. But I go a bit slower so I can show around as I do. Roscoe's. Maybe Jack's across there. Ron and Dan's butchery. Oh, that's one thing too. Reese, or whatever they were called, Reese and Co. Butchery in Edith Street, next to where Scott's Florist used to be, has closed down, and he's moved into here with Ron and Dan. Went in there the other day, and he was working in there, the main guy. And also, there's a sign on the building of the old butcher telling to us that he's moved down here. So there you go. So Ernest Street News and all that used to be. That's Indian grocery. Baslamode was here for a while too. You got the great flavour of India, or part of it. You got the tobacconist here. Used to be Sports Stuff way back. The Bedrock Cafe, where I was saying that other building they're doing is behind it, partly. Still got their Merry Christmas stuff on here. And it's May. So they're opening hours for Christmas. Indian restaurant, Masala Bite, Harvey Norman, Innisfail Aquarium and Bird Centre. You know, they sell more than just that. So people say it's going to be KFC. It surprised me. It's pretty tall, like 2 stories. Wonder what the deal is. Anyway, I'll put the camera open for a quick look. See what they're up to with it. Pause to have a good look, if you would like. There you go. It'll be interesting to see if it does become KFC, like they say. Yeah, look, the clouds are getting darker and darker. The rain's coming. The rains are coming. Reminds me of the corn cobbets ad from years ago. Those 2 kids eating the juicy corn cobbets out in the middle of nowhere at this house, and it's landing on the roof. McCain's juicy corn cobbets, crunch, 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 and all the juiciness from it's landing on the roof. And they think the rains are here. Yeah, I can feel the rain, just slightly. I'd like to get up to where I can keep walking while still under cover. Would be great. A few birds around here. I think it's sparrows, I'm not sure. Where the sort of boarding houses used to be. It's now a car park. If you remember, across here, across from Bruce K. Gilliam. Yeah, we might have to get the waterproof camera out and switch over. So you'll notice a difference in quality. So I can keep going, so I don't have to stop and wait for the rain to die down. Yeah, it's getting heavier. So this is where those places were anyway. You can see photos of them on my old and new Innisfail photos on Facebook. It's getting a lot heavier. Gotta get under cover before the camera gets too wet. So this is Lily Street. One before this was Ernest. We're better off than that. There's two Indian restaurants. Here's steps, like his education, training, all that stuff. Whew. Senior citizens there, BP back down there, BP service station. Yeah, senior citizens here, the town pool behind it, McGowan Drive. Whew. This is where Roll 2 Dice used to be. Who remembers Roll 2 Dice? When I was in high school, Roll 2 Dice was here for a little bit. Then last night, they used to sell things from their house and then they changed it to over here. Went into here. I don't know whatever happened to them. All I know it was the Rigdons. Yeah, it was like this Joe Blaster's place up here. Sold all the like the board game stuff, Dungeons and Dragons and that type of thing, all the dice and all that. Yeah. And he's got the oldest looking packaging. I don't know if you can see him properly with the reflections. That one's got LG written on it. It's really old. Gas Components Australia. Wow, I wonder if it's still a thing. Like how old this actually is. $295. Wow. Such an old idea. Compared to what I'm used to seeing on YouTube and that. Oh, there goes a Woolworths paper bag. Alright, or it's a Lit Sing Gung Temple. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Sorry if I'm not. And the taxi rank right here. If a taxi comes along, then mostly think that I want a taxi, but no. Just continuing through, just showing it. Show back where we just came from. And let's change to the normal setting. Okay, we're back on the normal setting. There's Furniture Court, there's Innisfail Food Emporium down there. Alex, the Jar Blasters, THD Hair and Beauty, Victor Design Jewelry, Workforce Australia. So this is the one, similar but more modernised version like what Roll 2 Dice had, Warhammer and all that stuff. I don't remember ever going in there, but I just remember the guy from school's parents owned it. There's where Westcott Real Estate used to be. Been closed down for ages. It's Westies Barbers now, where Kodak used to be, in the AS Malik building. Commonwealth Bank, this is that employment. ITEC, ITEC, employment. Here's the real famishes, as they call it now. Since newer owners took over like 5 to 10 years ago or less. The intersection of Owen, that was Owen Street we were just on, sorry, I forgot to say. Yeah, Owen and Edith. So Pattinson has moved to the Target Health Medical Centre. Campbell Real Estate's gone out of here. Big time. Bite Me Takeaway is still here. Who remembers that as Pete's? Yeah, I remember it as Pete's. George Kotz's Rothney's Pharmacy. Charlie Flavis was up for sale. I don't know if they sold it or what the deal is. Got Random Butterfly. Talon Brad from Bestestimes Reborn. Recommend it if you go there. Or just say hi. From there. Oh, let's chat with the lady, she's nice. First National Real Estate, and you got Malik Centre. Some more of the electrical, Homewares End. where Rockman's used to be. I don't know why the lighting's going weird on the camera. It's not handling it. But yeah, I've got plenty of video showing this. That's not so bad. This was relaxation. No, there's where the racing car used to be over there. The PSM's there, next to it. Jagged. You got Innisfail Asian stores here, where the book centre used to be.
Morning.
Good morning. Chemist warehouse here, where Harris Brothers and Titbits and all that used to be. Insurance brokers has been closed down for years. So that ANZ ATM moved to. Get the Pilates place across there. So that says open now. Signs outside and the seats. Brumbies, got people walking behind me like a walking group, so I can't really stop and shove as much as I would like to. It's where Bestestimes Restaurant Noodle House used to be. Closed on the 31st. What was it? 31st of the 3rd, 2025. This is where Unties used to be. Empire Cafe. I remember Brandor Business as being here. Brandor Business Service. And Ed Anderson's. So, old ANZ. This looks just about ready to be used, this part. Can't really show inside there. Reflections are too bad. Tried before. It's easy to get photos, but video not so much. Through there. You go down to Woolworths, this is Rankin Street. I'm going to keep going along while it's not raining. Just little bits here and there. Okay. We're crossing over Rankin. It's Rankin towards the Shire Hall, Catholic Church, Catholic School, Library, all that. Down there, National Bank, Larson's, a lot of different places. Courthouse. I don't know where these people are going to walk if they're going to come across here. There's your courthouse. And that white building right down the end across the road on McGowan. Yeah, McGowan Drive. That's the CWA Hall. The museum across there. Post office here, where they rendered all that. Remember hearing them telling someone they were rendering it when they were actually doing it. So that's a proper name for it. It's a bit slippery along here. I really don't think those people should be walking here in the wet. Look like they were going to. Not the smartest thing. One of my suggestions, yeah, they're coming. Not very smart. One of the suggestions I say is to walk on these bits here. These darker bits are a little less slippery. Like here, if you can. The Arcade Cutter Hotel. Had Arcadian in there for a little while. It didn't last that long. And before that, there was Rivers Cafe there for a while in this spot. Yeah, these tiles are a bit dodgy. They should be removed completely and put something better there, like that Pebblecrete stuff they've got in other places. There are a lot of tripping hazards. Yeah, they reopened this for a little while, the Arcadian guy. It didn't last long. But I think you've got to be the right people, the right time, and be well known and liked within the town for places like that to work out. Otherwise, it's just no good. Yeah, you can see rain coming from the Innisfail Estate, Valetta's Estate direction. Cutter Court. This is all Cutter Court through there. Heading back towards the post office and the courthouse. One-way street. But change the direction of the one-way street to direct you down towards Innisfail Seafood. Yeah. It's the old Commonwealth Bank. There was also Minicon and Burke was in there for a while. There was a few others. Different job agencies had it. Or the same job agency, just changed their name a few times. More the point. Yeah, very old. The 4KZ's above it, and Cool FM, local radio stations. So, Riverside Dental.
Total
3 kilometres.
40 minutes 15 seconds. 4,002 steps. Heart rate 126 beats per minute.
So yeah, it's max employment where Malini Air Conditioning used to be. And Lifeline was there too. Before that, there was a hairdresser in here. There was Scripture Union was on the end. And then Castlereagh Coast Employment Services. And where the bait tackle shop, well, it used to be, you used to be able to buy books, comics, and all that sort of stuff in there too at one stage. Blondie's tackle and bait. I think so, way back. So, yeah, I know how. I know people who say it like that. Yeah, I know how. Here's the Fitzgerald Esplanade. Show that from the side. Probably come back along there. Show what we can from here. And the beautiful, picturesque Johnson River. There's people still walking down here. They're doing a big walk. Elderly people. RSL. One's got a wheelie walker. Oh, good on them. This memorial hall replacing that destroyed by fire in March 1978 was officially opened by His Excellency Sir Zalman Cohen. A few numbers, a few letters I mean. 15th of December 1979, there you go. About a week before I was born. There's someone sitting up there. And those are blue buildings. What used to be Cafe Delve. Here you go. I don't know how you say it. Having names for places like that really make a lot of sense to people. If you don't hear it enough, then it means nothing. Like Cafe Dull, yeah, but F-U-E-G-O is what it's called. This is where Coffee Club was. Well, they said Coffee Club closed down here due to the rent was too high. Okay, so why didn't they move somewhere else? That's what I wonder. Imperial Tavern, the Impy. There's some bird of paradise. And there's a dog going off its tree. There's some bird of paradise here. There's nice to get photos of flowers and stuff because people like it. I like it too, so it's good to see. Get one before the car comes along. Otherwise, it's not going to focus. Really nice. But there used to be a real estate agent in there. George Valaris had it. It's Imperial Tavern. That's not bad. Counter meals and things. Had fish and chips there once, really nice. Had fish and chips there another time. Tasted like it was frozen fish. The first time was really nice. And I know a lot of other people have been there since and said it was nice. That might have been a once-off. So give it a second try one day. Used to have the TVs on outside even when it's closed. Seen that a few times. The old Robert Johnson over there. It's got a new name, but I'll have a look when I get across. There's only like a sandwich board sign that says it on there. Innisfail Riverfront Motel. There you go. No vacancy. Well, it's not very big. Only like 3 or 4 rooms, I think now. Well, there was never that many rooms anyway. But there's the Imperial Tavern there with the backdrop of the Blues places. Sun trying to come through, which is great. I don't want to get stuck over Dalrymple or Esplanade Road and it pours rain. I have to put this camera away and get the other one out. Oh, there's an electric car. I think there's 2 electric cars there. There's Rain and Horn. I know people remember this as a daycare centre back in the day. All that. We used to be the fish depots, Innisfail Seafood, the Innisfail Fire Station. What used to be Masonic Lodge and all that. Tate's Martial Arts was in there too. Now it's a sort of a boarding house type of thing. Segmented up into different little share apartments. Yes, the stone was laid by Charles W. Rose Blade, W. District Grand Master on the 18th of February 1940. There you go. Anyway, I'll continue along. Might cross over, have some of my soda and then continue along. This used to be the ambulance, and that's flexibility. Shout out to Jasmine. Fitzgerald Park across here. Cross over here. Nicer to walk to, like back to just this little bit so I can get across to it easier. Instead of having to walk in the slush. Be a good idea. Yeah. Well, still slush anyway, but not as bad. Yeah, Fitzgerald Park. Part of the Fitzgerald Esplanade. I wish they had little pathways. Go across to the seats and that. Be a lot nicer. Skate park up here. Dr. Palmer's here where it says medical and skin cancer surgery. I think he should have his name on there, Dr. Palmer, where you can read it better. But anyway, it's their own. Anyway, we'll continue along up here. Might stop at this one here or stop at the next one. What are the tables and chairs? I don't need a rest, I just need some of my Pepsi. I'll go to the next one. This one's a bit worse for wear, a bit dirty. It's Alice Street. The SUV is there. The hospital. Got nurses' quarters and that. Got the toilets here, which I really don't recommend using. I don't know what they're like nowadays, but they used to be horrible. Things used to happen in there. It's a bit overgrown along here. Could do with a good mow and whippersnip. Should be able to get down to here. Have a bit of a rest. Bit of a thing here, but that's all worn off. You can't read it anymore. There's no point in going over to it. I don't even really want to sit down. I just want to get my drink out and mosey on off. So you can have a bit of a look at the cars going past the hospital direction and that while I get my drink out. Probably hear the noises from me getting it out, but big can, 440ml Pepsi, normal Pepsi. Over time. Well, it gets way too hot. Getting warm now, do a time lapse. Good way to have a rest. Keep talking through it. Okay, so we're back again. I put the wide angle lens on just to see. I haven't used it for a while, so see how that goes. It's now 7:21 a.m. Oh, we'll keep walking up here. There's someone on the other side of the road, so out of respect, we'll just keep walking along here. Herb Layett Park, just here. Yeah, it's not the widest angle lens, but it's a lens nonetheless. The light on comes with the camera. Back where I was sitting, where we just come from. It does make the colouring a little bit off as far as I can tell. Using this little lens. There's your skate park. I'm not going to walk across to it because we've shown it many times. Plus it's all soggy along here. Okay. Nearly up to 4 kilometres. Gonna beat the rain if we can. Otherwise I'll put the camera away and stop. Get the other one out or just stop recording altogether and go home. I want to go around Dalrymple. That's one of the things. Dalrymple, Esplanade, there's a skate park across there. Yeah, it's a tiny little bit fisheye when you put this lens on. But it does show a little bit more wider angle, as you can probably tell. There's the hospital dentist there. Dental pathology, like it says on there. It's like hospital deliveries and authorised vehicles only. There you go, you're 4 kilometres.
54 minutes, 49 seconds.
Yeah, class is 54 minutes because I stopped and had about a 20-minute break. Or whatever it was. Never timed it. Anyway, Flying Fish Point sign, Baptist Church, Innisfail College sign. Flying Fish Point Road. Get the cyclone shelter over there at the high school, the college. Used to be classed as a payphone here. So just say public phone now, because they don't charge for them. It's free within Australia. Mobile phones, landlines, businesses, whatever. Your standard calls. Your specialty numbers probably not so much. Your hotlines, your helplines. I don't know. Don't know. But anyway, let's come along here to Geraldton Bridge. So we'll go across there and go under. Sometimes you have people hanging around underneath the bridge. Some of them are nice, some of them aren't. So this bridge was erected by the Johnston Shire Council in 1965. Okay, 1965. Because the original name of Innisfail was Geraldton, hence the name Geraldton Bridge. Yeah, I don't understand why that was changed. A lot of places have the same names as other places. Got to be more to it than what they let on. But anyway, such as it is. You can see rain over there in the hills, in the Ellis Falls Street direction. This is your Johnston River. Sometimes it's nice and clear and picturesque, other times it's not. But as we do this for history, well, I do this for history, these videos, you get to see what it's like when it's sunny weather, when it's overcast weather, when it's rainy weather, whatever sort of weather. And that's towards the Fitzgerald Esplanade, all that towards town, where you drive across to go to Innisfail Estate, Belletta's Estate, whatever you want to call it. It's the Geraldton Bridge. Last year sometime was cleaned, I think it was early last year. Did a little bit of maintenance on it. You can't really tell the maintenance, but you can tell the cleaning a little bit. Like pressure washing, that sort of thing. Yeah, it's quite nice walking along here when it's a beautiful sunny day. Just looking at the wise, not necessarily heat-wise. Not the most comfortable, but get a couple of photos of the jumps the river. We'll put them on the end of the video if they turn out clear enough. Let's get the camera down. It tends to tilt when I try and take photos on the phone and go up in the air, so you can't really see it. Okay, we might get under the bridge before it rains, hopefully, at the very least. You can see the sun coming through the clouds now. It'd be nice if the rain stayed away, went around town. We didn't get any extra. It's like when I read earlier, it's like 52 mils of rain since 9 AM yesterday, so that's enough for now. Just in case they ever get rid of this bridge. You never know, could get replaced one day. Always want to show us much detail of what it was like. As much detail. But we've got to get under that bridge before it pours rain. It may not, you just never know. I can see the Dalrymple Esplanade bike track footpath across there. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but it's there. Anyway. See where people used to go down, they probably still do. That's where they should have put the stairs, instead of way down here. Yeah, the camera's struggling with the lighting and that. But the crumble cookies, as they say, the cookie crumbles. Now, I'm not a big fan of these stairs when they're wet, so I might go down and around. Yeah, but it's all the way down there. I've got to go down. So here we go. If you go slow, they're not too bad. Often there's glass on them, so be careful. Especially if you're the no shoes type. And there's a drop at the end of this concrete here too, where all this weeds and stuff are. Yeah, we're gonna join it all up from the pathway all the way through under and up here. The council, it was on their plans and everything that they put on Facebook, and nothing ever come of it. Which is annoying because this is really rough. If you're jogging along here, you could break your ankle or twist it. Yeah, it's not the best. You got to be cautious. Certainly not a flat surface. No. Might be people fishing under here, who knows. One of the ways to the community gardens. Yeah, people get trash in the community gardens, which is disgusting. Really annoys me that people do stuff like that. No need for it. Stay away from it. No need at all to do that crap. That seems to be a common thing. So I don't see anyone under here but them. So I mean, there's not. A couple more photos of the bridge while we're at it. Some angles. Yeah, you gotta be careful here. People leave needles and things under here. It's well known for it, sadly. There's no bins under here, of course. That'd be smart. Anyway, tides in a little bit. Yeah, one time I come along here, there was a dead pig, like full on rotting over there. Ugh. You could smell it a mile away. First I thought it was a dog. Then when I got up close, I was like, nah. I ended up putting it on Snap Sent so the council knew. Next time I come along, it was gone. But it could end up in the river, who knows. I know someone dumped it there or what the deal was. Some people are that silly. Yeah, this can be quite slippery too, because water just flows through here down to this drain. And down here, remember this used to be stairs along here. Stairs and a ramp. Stairs on one side, ramp on the other. Anyway, we'll continue along here, get to where the little bridge is, and turn around and come back. Just gotta be careful of how slippery it is. Very, very slippery. Because of the angle of it too, it just, all the mud and that flows through. And dirt when it rains full on. To my right is the Johnson River. To my left is residential and a bit of parkland in between. Where the old track used to be, was right up against the back of the yards of those houses. Yeah, so really high. Last couple of times I've come along, even over the Esplanade side, has been, yeah, it's been very high. Here's have exercise walkers and joggers and stuff along here today, but I'm usually a little bit earlier too, because I'm coming specifically just to come over here. So, you let me know what you think of the wide angle lens on here, the difference, if you notice a difference at all from when I stopped near the toilets and put the lens on and started the video again. Towards town, Fitzgerald, Esplanade, all that. Better. Got 2 times zoom on here. Unless I go right out of it, stop recording, press the button, and it'll give me a little bit more zoom. But this will give you a bit of a look. Johnson River, there's a pontoon there. Bit of a pontoon on this side. No, anyway, we'll zoom back out. A lot of people that do recordings like this, they forget to zoom back out, and it's so zoomed in and you're watching them, even when they're live streaming that you're watching, it's like, nah. They're moving the playground to over here. I don't know if you can see the orange barricade tape stuff, the fencing. It looks like it. We're just putting in another playground. Better spot. It's exercise equipment, I think. Well, we'll see when we get up there. Could be exercise equipment. Good idea. Oh, that was slippery there. Yeah, can't walk my normal speed. Very slippery. Yeah, I think it is exercise equipment. Because you've got the playground in there. I've shown the playground in detail before. There's no children. You can do it. Oh, yeah, it's crazy slippery. Wouldn't jog along here. People do. I'm sure they would today. Yeah, you can see. It's actually done. Yeah. Oh, get some photos of that too and put them on the end of the video. Like we always do. If they turn out great, or at least enough that you can see what they are, we'll put them up. But we'll go through and have a detailed look at all this. Anyway, let's have a look over here. All that fake grass on here. Wonder how many people use this, like the ones over Coronation Drive. So what's this one? It's got a QR code, so if you want to have a look, pause the video. I'll take a photo of that anyway, so you can, if you want to look at the QR code and see what this is all about. Anyway, Beware of your own physical limitations. Seek medical guidance if in doubt. Only use equipment as intended. Do not use equipment which seems damaged. Do not climb unless intended, and be aware of fall hazards and so forth. Keep clear of moving parts and so on. Yeah. Cool, they got this here. I just hope it gets looked after. It's got to be cleaned regularly. Be nice if it was cleaned like once a week or something. Try and get a photo of all the what it says they are. This one's for that type of thing. See if I can get low enough to show it. There we go. Should be able to see that properly, hopefully. Get it all in as best as I can. The lighting's not great, of course. There we go, that should be enough. Stuff for pull-ups and push-ups and chin-ups and whatever else under the sun. Hey, good to see. Well, we'll look back when we get a bit further along so we can see it a bit better from another angle. Like now. Don't go too far back. It's my walk on with the dog. Or dog. Oh, dogs. 2 dogs. Anyway, continue along. Got the table and chairs right there. It's the playground, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, it's not too far from where this bridge is. Probably another 5-minute walk. Yeah, this part here a bit slippery. I'm not a big fan of walking ultra slow. Just not used to it. Someone come in the opposite direction. Oh, straight ahead direction. So both directions. It's going to be just as slippery coming back. It's not going to dry in that time. Of course, so. Well, not of course, so. It's not the Corso. It's Dalrymple Esplanade. Of course, so. Of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you the answer that you endorse. He's always on a steady course, so talk to Mr. Ed. Anyway, of course. Yeah. I got video of this being in different stages of being built. I got videos of the old pathway and everything before they got rid of it. Well, before. So you got so you look up Dalrymple Esplanade on my YouTube and you'll find it somewhere. Dalrymple Esplanade Bestestimes is one easy way to look it up. Might be ESP or Esplanade for some of it. Whew. Whew. A lot of these little fly type things around here that were over the other side of the bridge where I was resting before. Whew. Yeah, I'll turn the camera because of old mate coming. Whew. Good morning.
How you going?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good, thanks, buddy.
Got headphones on, but he could hear me. Good, thanks, buddy. Yeah, not too far from that bridge where we'll turn back. So we've already done nearly 5 kilometres. Oh, these flies, or whatever they are. I always forget to put insect spray on when I come over, like Airguard or something. Never think of it, because sometimes I don't think I'm going to come over here and then I do. But anyway, we'll continue along our merry way. Sorry, my voice is a bit brr. Just happens sometimes. Sometimes too much air conditioning, too much breeze, get to my throat. It's not that I'm sick, just what it does. Johnson River. Don't know if you can see the Jubilee Bridge through there. Very close. You see the two blue poles when I get close enough. So the little bridge is. Should be pretty close to seeing that now. There's flies or insects of some kind. Quite irritating. Anyway, such as it is. Once I get away from any sort of water source, they're gone. You don't see them. 5 kilometres.
1 hour, 9 minutes, 39 seconds. 6,546 steps.
There we go.
133 beats per minute.
There's that bridge coming up. Whew. Taking plenty of photos of this bridge, so I don't need to. Hasn't really changed, just needs a good clean, that's all. Okay, let's turn back. Little bridge here. Just over a drain, really, that goes into the Johnston River. Australian Government Infrastructure Investment Program Stimulus, supporting your community, infrastructure.gov.au, project managed by the Kasuri Coast Regional Council. I wish they put the date on stuff like that. Even when they started doing it, when they completed it. Used to be all like rich houses to my right. I mean, they're rich, but they're like older now. Like the, no, how you put it, just people that have a bit more money. You got the river views and all that along here. Not so much, not necessarily snobby people, but it's, you know, people with a bit of money live along here. It's quite nice. Just needs to be maintained and looked after along here. Pressure washed every couple of weeks. Wouldn't go astray, especially in the wet season or, you know, whenever it's been raining a lot. An ibis flying over. There's your Jubilee Bridge. I'll try and get a photo zoomed in so I can zoom in more on the phone. Okay. Should come out clear enough. The sun's coming out to my right and back a little bit. There's people with the dogs. That's 2 people. Whew. There. Yeah, certain times of the year, like 6 o'clock in the morning, it's really nice along here. Be careful there, you know, anytime walking along by yourself. Safety. Have a torch, a bright torch that you can shine in someone's eyes if they try anything, just to startle them. With common sense. Yeah, when it's cooler and it's sun's coming up, 6:30, even 5:30, 6 o'clock. Got that chaffy again on the spoke. Come back this way. Flies are really frustrating, these insects. I don't know if they're actual flies or something else, but they're annoying nonetheless, so we'll turn the camera out of respect again. Whew. Both times there's a fair good look at the camera. slippery. It was close then. I know people love seeing people have falls on YouTube and things like that. I don't find it funny. I think you have to be pretty messed up to find that stuff funny. Someone gets hurt, the camera gets broken due to it or whatever. No. I have a bit of manners, respect for others. Very old seat over there, it's been there for donkey's years. Yeah, that big clump of tree there. Bit of a, there used to be a bit of a mooring there. There's a boat there though. Oh, but I know one sunk along here. Oh, I don't know if it was last year or this year. Someone mentioned it on Facebook. Put photos up. I don't know if it was here or the Corso. Not too sure. Like I said, this is the Dalrymple Esplanade. I know this isn't a live stream and people don't walk in and out of the video sort of thing watching it. They come along and you've already been live streaming for an hour. No. And people ask why I don't live stream. Well, I've never had any luck with it. Doesn't matter what I do, doesn't matter what network I'm on, whether it's Telstra, Optus. I can have full reception and the picture quality is just terrible. Have the settings set correctly to the highest quality. Everything's set full on and it just comes out terrible, so it's not worth it. And basically no one watches it until it's the replay later on. So yep, that's the reason why. I think it's justified. So it's not even worth it, it's just a waste of data for me. I'd love to be able to do it in some ways, in other ways no, because safety wise. It is this fitness equipment again, just a quick look. To the playground there. I don't think it's been here that long. It wasn't here last time I come along. A little bit of blue sky up there. It's promising. People have planted a bit of stuff and I think they've dumped some stuff too, people. Weeds and that. Sometimes in this situation it's better off to just walk on the grass than on the sloppiness and slipperiness of the footpath. Whew. A gum tree looking thing. I don't know if it is an actual gum tree. I think it is. I'm pretty sure I've seen gum nuts on the ground in the past when I've come along over the years. Nearly 6 kilometres. Start walking a bit faster than I realised. That's right, it's slippery. I'm just used to walking at a particular speed. There's public access through there. It's clearing off some of the path. It's a beautiful, picturesque Johnson River. Green grass and some palm trees. Very nice. Very nice for a photo, actually. Always noticing photo opportunities. Just the type of person I am. There we go. Sorry about the The clip on my bag keeps touching the button on my t-shirt. So you hear that noise every now and then. Sort of click noise. Yeah, here's really slippery. Gotta be ultra careful here. Oh, it's where it's the shadiest, because it doesn't dry out as fast. So look back where we just came from. Probably see the water tower. I can see it. Hopefully the camera's showing it up. Water tower over Marillion Road, over East Innisfail, across from the old water tower shop. Which the Shums used to own way back. You can see here where the mud's accumulated and that. People have ridden through it. Anyway, let's continue along. Once I get worn out, that's when we'll stop the video. And we'll leave it at that. But let's get back into town. So this is the May Day long weekend, Labor Day. The Labor Day public holiday. It's all about the 8-hour work day. So 8 hours on, 8 hours off. You can have time to sleep, rest, and all that what I read up earlier. I said it at the start of the video, if you rewind it. I read it out as best as I could. All this stuff on here. Big old trip hazard. I don't think that was here before. Maybe the lady with the dogs was playing with the sticks. Clear it off as best as I can without slipping over. Oh, a lot of elderly people come along here. Don't want them having a trip over and that. Yeah, it's much better. So I got room to get past with a wheelie walker or a wheelchair or mobility scooter or whatever. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it used to be really nice flowers and plants and stuff around here. It's not too bad, but it's not what it used to be. Beautiful tree though. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you've made it to this long in the video. Let me know that you've made it to whatever the timestamp is for now. Interesting to know how many people watch this long. If you do, much appreciated. That's the opposite side of this side of the Geraldton Bridge. So we've come at it from the other side before. Now we're heading back around. A couple of pigeons, I didn't mean to scare them. We're back up at this part, not far from the stairs, to get back up to the bridge. We might go all the way along this time. Climbing up those stairs with arthritic knees, not the best thing. Not the smartest option for me. Going down them, going up, no. Not so good. Yeah, they were going to do all this up and make it all join up. Hopefully they do eventually. Like I said, it's not very nice to walk along here. This part. From under the bridge around. And that. TREPANG Fisheries. And Posar Builders, POSAR Builders, Edward Poser, POSAR. So they're classing this as Flying Fish Point 1, Flying Fish Point Road. You got Meals on Wheels. And then the SES and the Oh, gee. Emergency management or something. I forget what it's called. But you got Meals on Wheels here. 11. So they class this is 11 Finnished Point Road, so I don't know. Don't see the sign for the next one. There used to be. Yeah, disaster management, that's what it is. It's a council one. So if you ever have to go to the disaster management place, which they use as a hall for things sometimes, council stuff, and it's there. And then you got the SES, where that orange is there. Is what I mentioned to the council. It was all ruined and everything, and they've just covered it over. It was like a manhole cover thing that was ruined. They've covered it over a couple of times. And this one here. Good to see that something's getting fixed though. So this is the way out to Finnished Point. Take a left at the roundabout and go out. Coconuts, Finnished Point. Innisfail State College is just up there, where the post box is, the red post box and such. Whew. Quite humid now, the sun's coming right out. I'm glad it has though, for video wise. So we're heading back towards town. Go to the Geraldton again. Transport Infrastructure Development Scheme. It says the price on there. It was supposed to be completed June 2024. About to do with the Geraldton Bridge. 1300000. That's the cost in dollars. Yeah, 1300000. 6 kilometers. Some Meals on Wheels. Again. So this suburb over here, behind me, a lot of people know it as Belletta's Estate, because Belletta's and Tierney's had farms over here before it was an estate, and then it became Innisfail Estate. A lot more people know it as Innisfail Estate now than Belletta's Estate. Same Belletta's as Greg Valletta from the radio station in 4KZ. But yeah, there's all farms over here. All back here, through here, and before this bridge was here, there was a ferry that went across. So if you need to go to Finnished Point or wherever, Coconut, you had to go across on the ferry. I'm sure a lot of people remember. There's photos of the ferry and the setup on old New Innisfail photos on Facebook somewhere. Don't know exactly where on there, but definitely there. Lots of photos, old and new, as it says. Good for history. If you've got your own photos you want to put up, feel free. Between and including Bavinda and Cardwell in between and such. So keep them all G-rated, of course. Well, it doesn't look like we didn't get that rain that I saw before over the mountains yet. But you never know. Can I see the mountains? Sometimes the rain's that full on over there. You can't even see the mountains. No, I can't see the mountains now. They're covered by the rain and clouds and that, most of them. See a little bit, but nothing too much of the mountains. Should be the old rowing club and their old pontoony thing they had over there. Looks like it's still there. Willy wagtail bird. They're a nice bird when they're not nesting. They're real friendly. If you're quiet and calm, they'll come up to you. Yeah, it's a wagtail there. Most likely come back up again. Wagtail. Doo-doo. Show the traffic part of the bridge a bit more. So if they do ever replace the bridge, we can see exactly what it was like. Oh, there's the rain. So had a bit of rain, and then yeah, the clouds will really come over there. So we'll get to where we were sitting down before and probably finish the video. I think so. I think that might be a better option before it just... Well, that's one way of stopping my video. Giving me a time to stop. Finish the video. But anyway, if the rain doesn't come to anything much, then I'll keep going. There's a hospital to my left. If you keep going around and down, following not into Emily Street, just straight, you get the tennis courts, tennis club, pickleball and all that there. Yeah, towards the Imperial Tavern again, and where we were sitting before. Hospital. Go into Rankin Street for the main entrance, an emergency. Geraldton Bridge across there, where we just came from. Whew. Yes. Hopefully the rain stays away. I can just get this video finished. Get up to where I wanted to through town. Nice flowers at the hospital there. And the dental part again, we showed earlier. Coming from a different angle. And then the skate park over there. Again. Old nurses' quarters stuff. All these old Art Deco white buildings. Got like community health and different places like that there. I've only been in it once, I think, many moons ago. There's a Herblake Park. And where I was sitting before, they've got the Rotary Club of Innisfail, Fitzgerald signage there. So I might better get into town before it rains, at least to the MP. I don't really feel like stopping. It wears me out more because you've got to stop and yeah. There's Alice Street, Fitzgerald, Esplanade signage. Yeah, I'm not walking up Alice Street. It's just too much. Seen people do it many times. It looks off the guy on push bike. They're really watching me weirdly. As people do. Yeah, the whole way past. So there's toilets before. Still pretty long here. Oh. Crazy slippery. Oh. Good morning. Some people are friendly when you say good morning, some people just ignore you like you don't exist. Some people just partially say it. There's some nice flowers on this. There's a few of them. Get some photos. Insects on me from it. Couple here, a couple there. Yeah, got a few photos. I'm happy with that. There's Dr. De Palma's surgery here. plovers going off. If I say it correctly, or I'll get corrected. It's like Innisfail Seafood's doing well today. So it's probably one of the only open that has sufficient chips and seafood in it today. I don't know. Said I haven't been through town at the time of the day when the other ones are likely to be open. So I don't know if it's just the cafeteria part, the cafe thing that's open at the moment, or the whole thing. It's early. The old, yeah, Freemasons, like I was saying. There's the coffee shop part. Very popular. Not just for the trendies, like I say sometimes, just jokingly. For anybody who drinks coffee and tea and whatever else. I don't know what else they have. I don't know if they have cafe foods and that. Or whether they have any, yeah, I don't know. Whether they have like cakes and slices and things like that people like to have with coffee. It's a fire station here, if you didn't notice by the signage. Coming up on the Impy again, that's Grace Street. GRACE, Grace. Whew. Wears you out, but it's worth getting in the walk in when I can. Might rain for days on end. They said there's going to be a huge amount of rain along the coast over this week on the Sky News weather yesterday. But there'll be bits of rain here and there. Imperial Tavern signage. Probably people in there getting ready to open for the day. I don't know what time they open. If they're even open today, but there's someone vacuuming in there. Steak Sanger, $20. Beer or wine. Well, it should be beer, wine or soft drink, because if you're not a beer or wine person, like me, you'd want soft drink. I'm not a steak person either, but yeah. Anyway. All good. Your steak Sanger, $20. Steak sandwich with beer or wine, Mondays from 5 p.m. $20 lunches for dinner. $20 Tuesday nights. Order any meal from our $20 lunch meal for dinner, Tuesday nights only. And then this one if you want to pause it. Too much to read. Yeah, there you go. Got a meal deals. Fitzgerald Esplanade. And where I was saying earlier, the coffee club used to be. Yeah, I wish they'd just moved and not closed down. I'm not into coffee or any of that sort of stuff, but a lot of people are, so you know, it would have been worthwhile maybe to move somewhere like right in town. RSL again. You've seen them from different angles now. And the War Memorial type stuff across the road, where they had the Anzac stuff. Their dawn service and that, which I have videos of. And that. And the Anzac parade started down here, which I've got a video of too if you want to look it up. Yeah. It's a Blues building. I don't know if the Blues still own it, but I think they built it. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. A lot of antennas there from 4KZ. I think the police ones are the ones further back. The police station. Oh, the contract. Oh, so I wonder if someone would build something like this here. Oh, I hope so. It'd be nice to have another one. The RSL in it. You can't see the RSL in the pictures. It's like that driveway there or maybe the next driveway along. Oh, interesting. I'm going to be watch this space. If anything happens, anyone sees it and I haven't put any video up or photos, let me know. Old new Innisfail photos. 7 kilometres. Yeah, let me know if you see anything happening there. Let me know in the comments or on old new Innisfail photos, Facebook. Riverside Dental. Chappy's on my camera and look the other way. Oh, didn't look too impressed. Oh, can do what they want to do, I'll do what I do. Always respectful of everybody. Albert's isn't open. That's where I said, come on, thank you, Sepand. That's what I said. What that? I know what that antenna is, that circle one. Looks like a shortwave antenna. Can't think of the name of them. There's a proper name for them. Chubb security written on there from the old bank night safe. But oh, I don't know. There's a BYD seal here. Well, it's a BYD. I don't know if it's a seal or not. It's nice. It's black one here. This first one. See what it says on the back. Set of interest. Electric. Might be a hybrid electric. It looks like a seal. It's BYD seal 3.8S all-wheel drive. Well, that's all that's written on there anyway. So, yeah, very nice car. Starting to see a few of them around now. Yeah, BYD seal. Chinese electric car. I do like the look of them, yeah. If I had the money, I would buy something like that. So, Australia Post Office. Well, this might end up being what's open in town at the moment. Sort of video part of it. Or what we see anyway. Along the way. I'd say the supermarkets are open. There's more trolleys around than there was earlier. The old ANZ across there. Rankin Street. Oh, just go through. They don't care. And probably had no idea I was recording either. So if you'd have hit me, the memory card would probably still be safe and the camera might be stuffed, but they're recorded. Hopefully. So I'm jogging down here. Yeah, that BYD car's really nice. I saw a BYD Ute not that long ago. Showed it, you could see it a little bit in one of my videos. Sparrows flying around. Art Deco buildings across there. Show the best gem. Well, the signage is still up too, so you can look back and see what it was like. But there's through the main street on a public holiday. Yeah, it looks like what the food emporium's closed, but there's your Best Gen restaurant and noodle house. Closed in March 2025. So it's gone now. And their takeaway thing inside is gone. Well, Woolworths is open from the other entrance. The Rankin Street entrance. There's your Pilates across there, where it's lit up. Oh, horrible smell. The smell of the tobacconist smell. Oh, I'd say it's a vape or something, just some weird perfumey type smell from it. Ugh. Not my cup of tea. But anyway, each to their own, as I say. The guy said something then on the bike. I don't know what he said, but he was looking at me weird. He said something. Oh, people get smart alecky. I don't know where he went to. Oh, I'm sure he'll pop up again. They always do, these sort of people. They go around the block and then they'll say something again and then they'll follow you around until they see you without the camera. I've had people in cars doing that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. Oh, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just walking around doing video. I wasn't intentionally trying to show him. He just come along as I was doing it. I know my ways. Yeah, Finnished is doing well. There's a few people outside the Pilates studio down there. Good to see. Good to see businesses actually lasting a while. The one next to it didn't last. Where where Leading Edge Electronics used to be, that's the one. Yeah, I think that guy was looking for me before, that one. Just before. Certainly looked like it. I don't know. It's Owen Street, down there, towards Coles and all that. Oh, well, if he really tries anything, I'll make sure it's recorded and you know, he's going to act like an idiot, well, I'll take it to the police station. I know my rights. If you're one of the Canadian YouTubers watching, you'll know what I mean by that one. I know my rights. Where that comes from. Kava, what? K-A-V-A Vanuatu, I think. Yeah, Vanuatu. Well, we'll get some photos of that new signage. Vanuatu. And there you go. This is the old soup kitchen, the basement, 66 Edith Street. K-A-V-A V-A-N-U-A-T-U. I think that's Vanuatu. I'm not too sure. I would assume so. There you go. Go for a walk back up here. See if Woolworths is. Oh, I can't see if Coles is open. That'll tell me. If Coles is open, Woolworths usually is. Just out of interest. Getting a little bit lower on battery. Didn't bring a power bank because I knew I didn't want to do it any longer than what the battery is going to provide. So. It's the rising sun. Anyway, now it's raining. We'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. It's Bestestimes keeping memories alive for us, future generations to see. Check the links in the description to other videos, and if you want to donate to the channel and all that, have a look. Stay safe, stay cool, stay dry. We'll catch you in the next one.